Journey back to the sands of time with us as we unravel the unforgettable cast of The Mummy, 1999. From daring adventurers to ancient curses, this iconic blockbuster brought us characters we couldn't forget and stars who've left their mark on Hollywood. But where are they now? What became of the fearless Rick O'Connell, the brilliant Evelyn, or the sinister Imhotep? Get ready for a nostalgic dive into the past and a surprising look at the present as we reveal how the lives of these beloved actors have evolved. Whether you're a longtime fan or just discovering the magic of Hamunaptra, this is one ride you don't want to miss. Brendan Fraser as Rick O'Connell. In 1999, Brendan Fraser captivated audiences as the fearless, charismatic adventurer Rick O'Connell in The Mummy. At just 31, he brought a unique blend of rugged charm and comedic timing that made him the heart of the franchise. His dashing looks, expressive eyes, and athletic build were the perfect match for the action-packed role, cementing his place as one of the most beloved stars of the late 90s and early 2000s. But Fraser's journey began long before The Mummy. He first burst onto the scene in Encino Man, 1992, balancing goofy comedy with raw talent, and continued to win hearts with roles in George of the Jungle, 1997, and Gods and Monsters, 1998. From romantic comedies to action blockbusters, Fraser was a household name. However, his rise to fame wasn't without its challenges. By the late 2000s, personal struggles and injuries from his stunt-heavy roles led to a quieter period in his career. But Brendan Fraser is nothing if not resilient. He returned to the spotlight with standout performances in shows like The Affair and Doom Patrol. His triumphant role in The Whale, 2022, not only earned him an Academy Award, but reminded the world of his incredible depth as an actor. Now 56, Fraser looks different from his Rick O'Connell days, sporting a more mature and refined appearance. Just a month ago, he made a delightful guest appearance on The Ellen Show, sharing laughs and stories that showcased his enduring charisma. Brendan Fraser's journey has been one of reinvention, and he's shown that true talent only grows with time. Rachel Weisz as Evelyn Carnahan. In The Mummy 1999, Rachel Weisz dazzled audiences as Evelyn Carnahan, the clever and courageous Egyptologist who was as essential to the story as the artifacts she uncovered. At just 29 years old, Weisz brought an irresistible charm and wit to Evelyn, balancing intelligence and humor while holding her own alongside the action-packed exploits of Rick O'Connell. Her performance turned the character into one of the most beloved in adventure film history. Weisz's role in The Mummy marked a turning point in her career, propelling her into Hollywood stardom. But her talent and versatility quickly became apparent in an impressive string of performances. She seamlessly shifted from blockbusters like The Mummy Returns, 2001, and Constantine, 2005, to critically acclaimed dramas like The Constant Gardener, 2005, which earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. The 2010s further solidified her legacy, with standout roles in independent films such as The Deep Blue Sea, 2011, and The Favorite, 2018, the latter earning her another Oscar nomination. Rachel's ability to bring depth to every role she tackles has made her one of the most respected actresses of her generation. Now 54, Rachel Weisz continues to captivate audiences. Her portrayal of twin obstetricians in the 2023 miniseries Dead Ringers showcased her unmatched range and commitment to challenging roles. Time has added grace and wisdom to her already striking looks, making her more captivating than ever. John Hannah as Jonathan Carnahan. John Hannah stole the show as Jonathan Carnahan, Evelyn's eccentric, quick-witted brother with a penchant for treasure and trouble. While the film thrived on action and adventure, Jonathan brought a dose of humor and charm that made him a fan favorite. His perfectly timed one-liners, mischievous schemes, and unexpected bravery added a lighthearted touch to the intense moments, making him an indispensable part of the trio. Before his iconic role in The Mummy, Hannah had already made a name for himself with his heartfelt performance as Matthew in Four Weddings and a Funeral, 1994, earning him a BAFTA nomination. However, his portrayal of Jonathan Carnahan catapulted him to global recognition, and he reprised the role in the sequels, The Mummy Returns, 2001, and The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, 2008. Beyond the Mummy trilogy, John Hannah showcased his versatility in a range of projects. From intense dramas like The Hurricane, 1999, to his gripping turn as Quintus Batiatus in the series Spartacus, 2010 to 2011, he proved he could tackle a variety of roles. His comedic chops shone brightly in the satirical A Touch of Cloth, 2012 to 2014, while his role as Dr. Holden Radcliffe in Agents of SHIELD, 2016 to 2017, brought him into the Marvel Universe. Now 62 years old, John Hannah continues to exude charisma. Time has given him a distinguished air, but his signature mischievous glint remains ever present. Whether you remember him as the lovable rogue Jonathan or his countless other memorable roles, Hannah's presence on screen is always a treat. Arnold Vosloo as Imhotep. Few villains in cinematic history have left an impression as haunting and iconic as Arnold Vosloo's Imhotep in The Mummy, 1999, and its sequel, The Mummy Returns, 2001. As the resurrected high priest, Imhotep's chilling determination and commanding presence elevated the film's stakes, turning him into a memorable antagonist. Vosloo's portrayal of the cursed mummy struck the perfect balance of terror and tragedy, making audiences both fear and empathize with his character. Vosloo's performance wasn't just about the menacing glare or the commanding voice. It was his ability to embody centuries-old rage and heartbreak that truly made Imhotep unforgettable. His scenes, whether commanding hordes of the undead or pursuing forbidden love, solidified him as one of the most compelling villains of the late 90s and early 2000s. Post-Mummy, he continued to captivate audiences, taking on villainous roles in films like Agent Cody Banks, 2003, and the G.I. Joe franchise, 2009-2013, as Zartan. On television, he left his mark in series like 24, 2005, as terrorist leader Habib Marwan in NCIS, 2009-10. He's also starred in critically acclaimed films such as Blood Diamond, 2006, and Silverton Siege, 2022. At 62 years old, Vosloo's charisma and intensity remain intact. Though time has added a seasoned gravitas to his features, his commanding presence continues to shine in every role he takes on. Whether as a terrifying mummy or a cunning spy, Vosloo's legacy as an actor is cemented in Hollywood history. Kevin J. O'Connor as Benny Gabor. In this movie, few characters were as sly, cunning, and oddly entertaining as Benny Gabor, portrayed by the talented Kevin J. O'Connor. Benny was the ultimate opportunist, quick to betray, endlessly resourceful, and always scheming for his survival. O'Connor's portrayal brought a unique mix of humor and menace to the character, making Benny a fan favorite, despite his less-than-heroic antics. Who could forget his groveling attempts to appease Imhotep by reciting prayers in multiple languages? Before his iconic role as Benny, Kevin J. O'Connor had already established himself as a versatile actor. He made his big-screen debut in Francis Ford Coppola's Peggy Sue Got Married, 1986, as a beatnik poet, later impressing audiences in Tanner 88 and as a young Ernest Hemingway in The Moderns, 1988. O'Connor went on to star in films like Deep Rising, 1998, and Lord of Illusions, 1995, showcasing his knack for playing quirky and memorable characters. Post The Mummy, O'Connor appeared in critically acclaimed films such as There Will Be Blood, 2007, The Master, 2012, and Van Helsing, 2004, solidifying his reputation as a go-to character actor. He also dabbled in action-packed projects like G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, 2009, and Captive State, 2019. At 61, O'Connor recently made an appearance on Pop Culture Retro, sharing behind-the-scenes stories and reminiscing about his eclectic career. While time has added a touch of wisdom to his features, his signature wit and charm remain intact, proving that he's just as captivating off-screen as he is on it. Oded Fehr as Ardith Bey. Who could forget one of the most unforgettable characters is Ardith Bey, the fearless and enigmatic Medjay warrior who fought to protect the ancient secrets of the desert. Portrayed by the striking Oded Fehr, Ardeth Bey quickly became a fan favorite for his commanding presence, stoic bravery, and deep loyalty to his mission. Fair's intense gaze and heroic portrayal made him the heart of the Magi and left audiences captivated by his charisma. At the time of the movie's release, Fair was a relatively new face in Hollywood. His breakout role as Ardeth Bey catapulted him to fame, and he reprised his iconic role in The Mummy Returns, 2001. Post The Mummy, Fair demonstrated his versatility with roles like Carlos Oliveira in the Resident Evil franchise and the suave Antoine Leconte in Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. On TV, Fair made a mark with standout performances in Sleeper Cell as Faris El-Farik and as the demon Zanku in Charmed. Fair's talents extend beyond the screen. His voice brought the character Osiris to life in the popular video game Destiny 2. Since 2020, Fair has joined the Star Trek universe as Fleet Admiral Charles Vance in Star Trek Discovery, proving he's still a commanding presence in Hollywood. He is now 54 years old and continues to embody elegance and strength. Though time has graced him with a more mature look, his charisma remains just as magnetic. Ardeth Bey's spirit lives on, thanks to Fair's unforgettable portrayal. Eric Avari as Dr. Terence Bey. When you think of Dr. Terence Bey in The Mummy, 1999, you might immediately remember his sharp wit, his air of authority, and his priceless one-liners. Eric Avari, with his nuanced acting and impeccable comedic timing, brought the librarian and secret protector of Hamunaptra to life in a way that perfectly balanced humor and gravitas. His performance left audiences smiling and made Dr. Bey a memorable part of the film's adventurous ensemble. From science fiction epics to heartfelt dramas, his career spans decades and genres. Before donning Dr. Bey's spectacles, Avari had already cemented himself as a skilled character actor, appearing in Independence Day, 1996, and even Star Trek: The Next Generation. Fans of Stargate remember him as Kasuf, the warm-hearted leader of Abydos, a role that became iconic in the sci-fi community. Who else could convincingly portray an Indian hot dog vendor in the tear-jerking Hachi, A Dog's Tale, or a charming, philosophical Nicodemus in The Chosen? His portrayal of Nicodemus, a conflicted Pharisee seeking answers, is now considered one of his most heartfelt performances. But Avari isn't just an actor for the screen. Gamers also know him as the voice of Master Rahul, the enigmatic cryptarch in Destiny. His soothing yet mysterious voice guided players through their treasure-seeking adventures, adding another layer of charm to his diverse career. Now 72 years old, Eric Avari remains a treasure himself. Though he has hinted at retirement, he recently teased a potential project in the works, proving that the magic isn't entirely over. Age has only deepened the wisdom and warmth he exudes on screen, qualities that have made him beloved by fans worldwide. Patricia Velasquez as Ankh Sunamun. Patricia Velasquez left an indelible mark on audiences with her portrayal of Ankh Sunamun in The Mummy and its thrilling sequel, The Mummy Returns. As the forbidden lover of Imhotep and the cunning consort of Pharaoh Seti, Velasquez's performance radiated allure, danger, and intensity. Her presence elevated the ancient Egyptian setting, making her a crucial part of the franchise's mystique. Velasquez's talent transcends genres, with a career that spans film, television, and music. Early in her career, she caught the spotlight with a special appearance in the Red Hot Chili Peppers music video, Breaking the Girl. Her elegance and charisma were undeniable, paving the way for her breakthrough in Hollywood. Her talents extend to television, where she appeared as Begonia in several episodes of The L Word during its 5th season, captivating audiences with her dynamic performance. In the realm of horror, Velasquez starred as Patricia Alvarez in The Curse of La Llorona, 2019, a role that showcased her ability to convey raw emotion in spine-chilling scenarios. In 2020, she took on key roles in films such as Malignant and Brute Force. Most recently, she headlined the film Maya, a poignant exploration of human trafficking, earning critical acclaim for her compelling and heartfelt portrayal. Her feature in Time magazine in 2024 further solidified her status as a cultural icon and advocate for meaningful storytelling. She is now 53 years old and continues to inspire as an actress, philanthropist, and voice for underrepresented causes. Her journey from ancient Egypt's seductive Ankh-Sunamun to championing modern social issues is a testament to her versatility and unwavering dedication to her craft. Stephen Dunham as Mr. Henderson. Stephen Dunham left a lasting impression with his memorable portrayal of Isaac Henderson in The Mummy. Originally auditioning for the role of Rick O'Connell, his captivating performance as the wise and humorous Mr. Henderson earned him a spot in the hearts of fans and solidified his place in the film's legacy. Following his success in The Mummy, Dunham continued to make his mark on television and film. He starred as Hunter Franklin in the short-lived sitcom Oh, Grow Up and played Agent Edward Pillows in the popular show Dag from 2000 to 2001. His recurring role as Peter in Season 2 of What I Like About You further showcased his versatility as an actor, blending comedy with heartfelt moments. Dunham's talents extended beyond television as he appeared in major films such as Monster-in-Law, 2005, and Get Smart, 2008. In 2011, he guest starred on Hot in Cleveland as an Amish bartender, providing a standout performance. His final role was as Doug Nelson in Paranormal Activity 4, 2012, where he reunited with his real-life wife, Alexandra Lee. Tragically, Stephen Dunham passed away on his 48th birthday, September 14, 2012, following a heart attack. His legacy lives on through his beloved performances, remembered for their warmth, humor, and genuine emotion. Corey Johnson as Mr. Daniels. Corey Johnson's breakout role as the cocky American Tomb Raider Daniels in The Mummy showcased his knack for blending humor and charm in action-packed settings. His performance as one of Imhotep's unfortunate victims remains a fan favorite. But The Mummy was just the beginning for this versatile actor. 1999 proved to be a banner year for Johnson. Alongside The Mummy, he played Bruno Decker, a hilariously inept assassin, in Do Not Disturb. These roles cemented his ability to tackle both action and comedy with ease. Johnson's career is filled with high-profile projects, including Saving Private Ryan, The Bourne Ultimatum, Hellboy, and United 93. His turn as the arrogant Henry Van Staten in Doctor Who's 2005 episode Dalek remains one of his most memorable TV appearances. On stage, Johnson dazzled audiences in Frost Nixon as Jack Brennan and earned a Best Actor nomination for his portrayal of Eddie Carbone in A View from the Bridge. More recently, Johnson appeared in Ex Machina, 2015, as a helicopter pilot, proving his talent endures. Now 63, Corey Johnson's career spans decades, balancing blockbuster films, hit TV shows, and award-worthy theater roles. His journey from Hamunaptra's tombs to Hollywood stardom reflects a career built on talent, humor, and unforgettable performances. Thanks for joining us on this trip down memory lane with the Mummy Cast. If you enjoyed the adventure, don't forget to hit that like button, share your favorite Mummy moments in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stars and films you love. And don't forget to ring the bell for updates on our next exciting video.